Welcome back to GoGreenKnights.com. We're joined by Notre Dame legend, track coach Bill Parkinson. Coach, indoor track season. Let's talk about your squad a little bit. But first, got to give those guys credit because it's winter track. They're outside. It's not warm. Talk about the dedication of those athletes.
You know what, Steve? I think that goes without saying. Since when did we start indoor track? It's got to be 1982, 83, 84 in that area. And we've always done indoor track with an outdoor flavor, and really that's played right into the toughness of our kids. And I think that we've done a lot of winning. Our program is about, competing well at the highest levels. That's the history of our tradition at Notre Dame. And I think that we've been so successful because of the fact that our kids are tough, to be able to handle sub-zero weather, my raspy screaming voice, and countless repeats out there, speaks volumes about our type of student athlete and the toughness of our kids, for sure.
And it's a program that, kind of under the limelight a little bit, but had success, state championship back in 2010.
Yep, and we have a pretty good history of that too, as you well know. And again, I can attribute all of that to the toughness of our kids. The dedication, the heart. When somebody joins indoor track, it's already presumed that, all right, look, this is really about warm woolies and hats and gloves, and it's also about making the sacrifices necessary to, to compete at the highest levels and to win at the highest levels too. That's really what it's always been. It didn't always used to be that way, but I think we changed the mindset from, okay, we're going to do indoor track to get ready for outdoor track. We're going to do indoor track to get ready for, lacrosse or baseball or something like that, which is fine. We still get those athletes. But now the majority of our team is pretty much doing indoor track to compete at the highest levels and win at those levels too. We've been really lucky that way.
Got some great senior leadership with captains.
We do. I want to start with Brian Gargiola, coming off football, and then he's going to be probably our number one hurdler this year. And the good thing about Brian is that he is so diverse in his ability. He's very athletic. We can plug him into relays, and he really is going to wind up being our utility guy. Earl McCoy, he is hands down our fastest sprinter right now, and we're looking at him to, join with three other guys there and possibly make inroads at that, national high school record that we set way back in 1984 with Thorpe Tolles and those kids. They ran a 1:30 4x2, and that's been on the books ever since. That's a national mark. So, these four kids, I think will do, really good that way. All right, we have Prince Brooks, who's a freshman, and what a talent, tremendous. And we also have Connor Williams, junior, and then that third leg there, maybe Brian, Gargiola, but Gerald Scott Campbell is also an important cog there. The good part about our team, Steve, is that, we're discovering the depth, that we have with our underclassmen, these really good freshmen, very talented freshmen coming on board. And 4x2 isn't the only relay. Those guys are going to wind up. Earl is going to wind up qualifying in the short sprints, and then we have a very gifted freshman we spoke about before, Trayvon Cohen, who earned his varsity letter in cross country. He's a 150, 155, half miler, and we're looking at him who's already qualified for the 600 meters. So this is a really packed, talented freshman class, and it's no surprise to have freshmen to the line there in our relays as well. And then our other captain, Jason McBate, I can sit here and talk forever about Jason. He's so balanced, he's so committed to Notre Dame, he's so loyal, and that's really the mark of a true captain. He's going to qualify for shot put this year, but his forte is discus, so he'll join us outdoors in the springtime. I think these three seniors and our senior leadership, bar none, probably the deepest group of seniors that I've had here in terms of numbers, mirroring what you always hope to gain by captaincy. So we go 7, 8, 9 kids. Every single one of them certainly could be touted as captain for sure, just by the way they comport themselves, which is, speaks volumes about them, as kids. And certainly a big help to us. We have 52 kids on the team. So what we've done is we've divided our team into mini squads, and every senior has the responsibility of 4 or 5 guys in their mini squad, and guess what? It works.
Perfect. Now, there's not a lot of meets, but each one's kind of important. I know you have a New Haven one, a Yale one. Talk about your season and what you've done so far and what's coming up.
Okay, well, right now we're just feeling our oats a little bit. It's the early part of conditioning. That's the main thing that we're working on right now. But we told our kids that after the 12th, that's Saturday, next Saturday, after the 12th, then we're rolling right along. We have meets every week, and some of those meets will be national, caliber meets, like the Coaches Invitational down in New Haven, and the Yale Invitational, which I think we're going to stack that pretty well in terms of our team depth, and that'll be a really good picture composite of what kind of a team we're going to be able to field this year. And again, like I said, our goal is always to compete at the highest levels and win at those levels. And I think we've got a real shot this year collecting, a little bit more tin in terms of medals, in terms of individual events, but also maybe perhaps, hanging another banner this year, this winter too. That's. I told our kids this afternoon at our team meeting, this is our goal, and usually you think kids joke around and stuff like that. Yeah, right, coach and all, but every face was scout serious.
So you're going up for that state championship meet, which is what?
Yeah, we're coming up. It'll be the middle of February, right around the weekend of 13th, 14th, and we're in Class L again, very, very competitive, and but we think we can score some points. And I'll tell you too, what a win having Coach Glenn Xavier, plugged right into our program, and he is really because he competed in track, as you know. He has really done wonders with our sprint team, with our jumpers. I think Michael Miranda, one of those seniors we've spoken before, it's going to be a 22-foot jumper, and we're already just talking about him maybe bettering our school mark in the long jump set by Mike Christie way back in 1992-93, and he jumped 23 feet 11 and a half at the New Englands, and Michael's not that too far off. I think if we move his mark back maybe 20 feet, you're talking, that's going to be Christie territory, so which again speaks volumes for the kind of person that Miranda has become, in terms of dedicating himself to the event and working real hard trying to, get that mark. Connor Williams too is a junior, and he's already out over 20 feet, so we're lucky there. I think that'll be the one event that'll be, good for us in terms of point getting ability. 600, certainly, that 4x2 relay, sprint med relay, these are all marquee events that will bring a lot of points to the table, and so I think the Knights are going to score some serious points come mid-February, heading into March. That being said, I think that, again, keeping with our team goal, that 4x2, we're looking at those 4, or however 4 we're going to plug into that package, to make a really good attempt on the national level. So
that would be awesome, the national and hopefully a state championship. And thanks for joining us, and we wish you the best of luck. And I'm going to wish you a lot of warm days over the next 2 months.
Thank you, Steve. Thank
Notre
you
Dame
very much.
indoor track coach Bill Parkinson.